Good evening. Welcome to my channel, Underrated Darkness. Yours truth, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. We are celebrating 5 years on my Facebook page, and that's what we talk about tonight. My Facebook page, nothing else. So that's what we talking about. So, um, thank you, brother official. So we celebrating. So I was what I'm gonna do. So I advise y'all, let's stick to it. We celebrating my Facebook page. So my Facebook group is the same name, Underrated Darkness. Go there, and check it out. And what you had. Tell me tell me what you thought about. Throughout the years, I had this had this Facebook group. So, um, want people to come up, please come up, please come up. Hey, Scorpio Mama, how you doing? Thanks for coming. We talking about my Facebook group tonight, the Underrated Dark. That's what we talking about. So I know, brother, I know Hotep to brother Garnali. What I know he be looking at my throughout the years, and also brother official. I want your brothers to come up. No, so I want your brothers to come up. I'm talking about my Facebook group. Matter of fact, maybe let me go post that. Talking about my Facebook group, Underrated Darkness. Thank you, Afro Goddess. Thank you. Stay right there, please. Stay. Thank you. I ain't see you in a while. Thank you. Stay right there. Very much appreciate. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna throw it on Facebook. Okay. I'm gonna go there. We're gonna post a link in the chat. What you go through and everything. Talking about my page. We ain't talking about nothing else. So, okay. That's what we talking about tonight. Hit the like button. That's all you come. I'm put the link in the chat too. So y'all come on up. Mm-hmm. Don't come in. You just so hold tight here. Anybody can hear me? Press one. Anybody can hear me? Press one. That's my Facebook group. Gee, Afro Goddess, I ain't seen in a while. Thank you, thank you. That goes my group. So I want them to go there to my group and check out the stuff. Um, Thank you. Let me get these announcements out the way first. So again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. How everybody find that we always say this to my underrated one family. It's not my truth, not your truth. It's the truth. What the truth? What let's stand. Let's when the truth is there, let's stand on the truth. Let's stand on it. All right. Let's walk with it. All right. Yeah, I still cook. It's on my Facebook page. Matter of fact, you can go on my post on my YouTube. You see it right there. I cook some stuff for for not that long. You do not tell man for God. I don't know what that means. So you explain to me. Yeah, you go check it out. Yeah, Afro Goddess. Yeah, Afro Goddess. So baby, very much appreciate. Go to my page, Facebook page. Let me see. Let me put the link in the chat. Oh, hit the wrong button. Okay. Sister Mashona Knight, welcome. Welcome. Participation tonight. Like I said, we going to go talking about my Facebook. Talk about my Facebook. Roz, what's good? We just talking about a Facebook group, the Underrated Darkness. That's what we talking about. So the link is in the chat. Want to go up there, check it out. There goes a link right there. Anybody want to come up? What's going on, brother Rob? Oh man, you. What's going on? If Facebook be taking my thing. Oh, type something right now. Type something right now. Type something right now. Thanks for coming. Y'all can still hear me. Press 1. I don't see you. What name you go by? Afro Goddess? Goddess? So let me get I forgot. I already did the Unrated One family. And the No Duck Zone, Brother Clarence McLean and his wife, the rest of the brothers and sisters. Much respect to y'all. No Duck Zone podcast. Shout out to y'all. Also, shout out to the mighty LBBC. That's that Lions Den Boston community. Also, basketball community. Shout out to the creator, Brother 7A Sports TV, and there's other ones helped create too, but he the main one started it. So shout out to Brother 7A Sports TV and the rest of the brothers and sisters on there. I've been rolling with them throughout the years, still right now. So shout out to the mighty LBBC. Okay. Well, a while back, I always want to start. Oh yeah, if you still here, brother, Hotep, my brother, can you still come up? You can come. The link is right there. I always want to start up my. A matter of fact, I did start up my Facebook group, but it didn't work out, so I scratched that out. Brother, come on up, Hotep, come on up, King. Cause you've been on my Facebook page for a few. I want to tell what you feel about it. Yeah, great Nat Turner. Yes, shout out. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate. So come on up, bro. Hit the link and come on up. But I forgot the name when I first started, but I scratched that out. I didn't like it. I didn't like the vibe, and so in 2019 was not a good year for me. My family lost my mother, my late mother, in September of that year, and then also less than a month and a half later, I lost my younger brother. November 8th of same year, and I believe not a year. I'm sorry, a week, and a week later, my cousin-in-law lost his father. And at that time, I was in a lifetime situation. that I would really had to deal with. And so by the grace of God, I got through it. And there's one of those times that I was going through it, I was going through it. But through those times, I created the 3 different series. And so I was still focused to like my brother, like the brother saying, teach. And despite I was going through a lot, I was really going through a lot, family. 2018, and also 2019. So when things start clearing up in 2020, I felt that it was a good time, to create the group. And I'm trying to figure which name I'm going to say. I said, I might as well say put the underrated darkness. So it won't be confusing. So that's what I did, you know. And there's people, there's people come and goes. They said, "Oh, I'll help you out, help you out with this and that," but they even help me out and everything. So, but let me see, I can still. So I want y'all to come up. I want y'all to come up. But good evening to everybody in the chat. Very much appreciated. Y'all can still hear me. Press 1. So when I created my Facebook group, I wanted to be different. I wanted people, there that you could help people get the information out. But also make sure you get my information out too. And been posting ever since. I haven't posted like that much in a while, but I gotta get back doing it. I might have to, redo it. So people be faithful. When you have a Facebook page, you gotta have people faithful that constantly check your page, make sure it's fine. So I got to I might have to evaluate that and everything. But my thing is always to impact our people. You know, you go through it. You got some cooking. Even you might have some stories that could make you look like this. Wow. Or you got some, you're something. So today I found out makes 5 years. Yeah, anniversary. So I figure like, let's celebrate together tonight. You know, let's celebrate. Y'all can still hear me. Press 1. You know, so so when I first created it, I took me like, and so that during the times, Google would mess with me with my this channel. So this channel was out of commission for a while. So now I had to start my secondary channel and make sure to keep the information going. Um, the number one grinder talk. So I continue with that and on here and So you're gonna see some boxing lives on there. You will see some things on there. So then I got the channel back. Thank you. Know who you are. And I'm gonna channel back like maybe 2022. Yeah. So then that's what I did. So I got it back and start putting more stuff on there. You know, there are some I have to throw out. They like the stupid, have to kick them out and everything. You know, I used to do my lives on my group, but I don't know what happened. So, but I gotta check into that. You know, I know I could do it on my page, but hmm. um, so please come on up. Come on up. No, like I said, go through it. No, so oh, shout out to my Facebook family. Y'all on right now. Shout out my YouTube family. Um, shout out to Twitch. Shout out to y'all. Shout out. But also got boxing on here too. Got some boxing, got some sports. They got a little bit of everything. So just like this channel, So there are some people say, when you gonna put some more stuff on your page, on your group? I said, I will. No, I will. I'm put some more stuff on it. This my group is about come and feel good. But have some respect too. You know? So I think I'm gonna start talk a little more about my whatever new happened. Put in my Facebook group. Same name as this on my YouTube channel, The Underrated Darkness. It ain't hard to find, no. So come on up. Come on up if you can. Come on up. No? Come on up. Come on up. Oh, everybody day went well. Oh, y'all and your family is doing fine. Oh, there some news. One of the projects in the Bronx, one half of the building has been exploded. So let's say our prayers to the family. They said the good thing nobody got hurt. That's a blessing. But let's pray for the family. You know, pray for the family. You know, pray for the family. See. Yeah, I got, and I think I did some lives on my group too. Don't go check it out. So we do got some funny stuff on it too. I remember one time back in 2021, this guy want to post some porno stuff, and I was like, they said, Facebook said if you don't take that off, we're gonna put you on probation. I like, let me put that thing on him. Now that's when it was public. Then I said it's time to do private, make it private. A lot of crazy stuff was used to be on the page. But come on up, come on up. Yep. But it's just an accomplishment, though. It really is, and I want to thank. That's why I want to do this live tonight to thank y'all so much to make it possible to keep, my Facebook group going, the Underrated Darkness. I want to thank y'all so much. I want to thank y'all so much. So we're gonna trying to make it better for the next 5 years. God's willing. You know? Brother Official, yeah, come on up, Brother Official. If you can, come on up. Thank you. Yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. Yeah, he's one of the few ones had me. He said you should start your own Facebook page. But that brother right there, Brother Official. You know? Anyway, I gotta do more stuff on Facebook anyway. I just don't. Very important. But like I said, I lost something. I had to actually throw people out on my page because they was acting crazy, acting stupid. So how's everybody family doing in the chat? How's everybody family doing? Yeah, on Pinterest. Yeah, you know what? That's true, brother Fisher. I haven't doing anything on Pinterest in a while too. I gotta get back to do something on Pinterest. Matter of fact, I'm gonna fix me a drink. Why not? My LDPC, bro. What's good? Yeah, he great so far. Let's go, Yankees. We celebrating tonight. We celebrating my Facebook group tonight. The underrated thought. Here goes a link. Anybody that want to go check it out? Oh, I'm gonna show you what I'm drinking. Let's see. Hold on. This is Manchester's Concord Grape. This is to my group, to our Facebook group named Underrated Darkness. So I want you to go check out my group. So let's go, Yankees. I'm not messing with you. So 12L said that her son still talks about me and you with a smile. Yeah, man, son, mad cool, man. Mad cool. Shout out to 12 hours, try to do whatever he can, son, trying to find something, that deals with men. So her son could relate to that. So that's good. Appreciate that. But I want to talk about something. Um, there is an uproar of freedom of speech. And there are some people what really means. And there are some people that have throughout the years had make excuses, talking hate, and hurting somebody that from different race, right? We see these people coming out the woodwork. We see people coming out, and us as African descent, we got to be real careful, you know, because you got to understand what America really made of hate. America, she's not good. For Sister 12 was talking about the mayor racist stuff, and they YouTube sent her a message and talking about they gonna permanently, she don't stop the live, and in 5 minutes they gonna terminate her. But see, I want to say this to you, YouTube. You be let a lot of hateful speech, a lot of denigrating of men and women, and y'all ain't say nothing about it. Even y'all come at me. Did I say something wrong? But I'm telling the truth, right? Look how you treat me. Let's look how you treat me. I'm trying to get monetized again. Y'all gave me a hard time. I have to start over again. Be monetized. Y'all need to clean. Y'all need to clean up. It's not fair that somebody can talk about talk about hateful stuff. But then when you retire, it's all wrong with that person. Unbelievable. See, I don't mind follow guidelines. I don't mind being in order. Trust me, you two. I'm not. I'm not. I don't have no problem with guidelines. I think, but you gotta be fair, especially us as African descent. And some of us as African descent, we need to do better too. Matter of fact, 12 hours. I want you to come up and talk about what's going on because I did talk about it before, about 3 minutes ago. That what YouTube say. Thank you. I want you to come up. Please come up. Trying to. There goes the link right there. Anybody want to come up? It can come up. Please come. Yo, Trevor, I want you to come up if you can. Again, there goes a link to my Facebook page. You want to go do it? What you like about my page throughout the years? What your memories about it and everything? I'm drinking Manischewitz Concord Grapefruit to celebrate 5 years. Because I want you to talk about what's going on, what happened to you. And I know you have been posting stuff on my Facebook page, Facebook group for a while. I want you to talk about your experience about it. That's why. Always outside. So There was once upon a time I thought that my Facebook group was not gonna last. I'm being honest with you, family. I did, but I felt that I got to keep it going. And look what happened. We made 5 years. Well, had some had some questionable times on my group and some good times. You know? So no, 10 to 2020. That's when I created the Underrated Darkness Facebook group. I don't know where SP at on 12 hours. I know he's in and out. Well, I don't know he want to get on the panel, but you can come on. Nothing should stop you. But you say you outside, so go. It's gotta be up to him. Okay, there he is.
Yeah, JT, I'm back.
Hey, what SP?
Yeah, yeah, I'm driving on this road here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you live in the car. You live in the car. All of South Florida hear you right now.
ah, that's all right. Thank you. But I just want to let you know, thanks for your constant support throughout the years. We
Okay,
appreciate that.
yeah, no
You
problem, no
you
problem.
one of the main inspiration that I create Facebook group 5 years ago.
I apologize for that
Why?
because the owner is a billionaire. The owner is still getting richer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the owner, we ain't see a dime. Well, I mean, I'm monetized on Facebook. But yeah, everybody else ain't see a dime yet.
No, there's some seated down, but I know what you're talking about. That's just a few, but you know.
Yeah, but yeah, we got 12 bills in there. 12 bills. You know, she always talk. Men don't have a voice. In fact, yesterday 12 bills had like a open floor where we could talk about anything, and we was talking about sexual harassment. She was talking about teenagers and how they have orgies and all of that. She was talking about that, believe it or not. And she was talking about how the girl is the victim. And I was like, that's a lot. From my experiences, it's always the boy telling the girl no. From my experiences, at these teenage pool parties, the boy always tell the girl no, and then he get called, gay or sissy. He get called all of that because he told the girl no, and stuff like that. But yeah, when it come down to essays, sexual harassments, it's always the guy. I always see the guy being the victim, not the woman being the victim. The woman is always the aggressor, from my experiences. So, but she was like, oh, well, I've never seen a guy be a victim. I was like, all right, you got a son, and stuff like that. Just be glad that your son is not, he ain't being violated by no women out here. Just be glad that, but it's true, men get violated by women out here. Just earlier today, I don't want to be off topic, but I seen a video where a woman got fired from her job just because she was flirting with a dude. I'm like, well, at least somebody listening, somebody taking this serious. I was like, Lowe's doing a good job. But she was like, oh, I don't got no freedom of speech. I can't say what I want. I'm like, hey, you do got freedom of speech, but you also got freedom of consequences. If you sexually harassing somebody, you need to be dealt with. You need to be dealt with. And she lost her job.
Wow. So let me ask you a question. What do you remember about my Facebook page?
Your Facebook page, I know that you
I mean,
advertise.
Facebook,
I know
Facebook
that
group. I'm sorry, Facebook group. I'm sorry.
I don't think I'm in your group. I don't think I've been invited to your group.
I invited you.
Oh, you invite me? Well, I need to look at that. I need to look at that all over again. But I know that you do. Well, I know from the channel you do advertise. I know you do advertise your when you have these chop ups. I know that you put that in there. I know you also like you did. Well, am I in a group because you mentioned no, who is that? I think you did mention about Asada Shakur. No, that was 12 L's that mentioned Asada Shakur. She was
Everybody
talking
talked.
about Asada.
Everybody was talking about it. So.
Yeah, Asada Shakur. Yeah, I remember
Yeah, I
that.
did a
12
sausage
L's.
code. Right. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Asada Shakur. I don't know. Everybody mentioned Asada Shakur but me. I ain't talked about her, because I know she I know she had to escape to Cuba. I'm a vet, so I can't really be like, hey, I support. I can't really be like I support her. So I can't really,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
your
want
hands are
people.
tied. I know. Politically,
I
yeah.
don't want nobody to look me up and be like, oh, look, he's supporting a future. Nah, not me. I ain't supporting her. I ain't supporting her.
Whoa,
But
whoa,
I'm
whoa, whoa! 12 pounds. Can't say that. No, no. The guy he has. No. Whoa.
Yeah, but I did say I did say some nice words on 12 L's thing. 12 L's,
12,
always
12,
like
12, 12. I got 12. I got to erase that. I can't have
what
that.
she
No.
what she put.
Huh?
Oh Lord, what did she put? I've
Yeah.
never said I got.
He said the
I've never said
guy have a 12-inch. No.
I've never said I have a foot long. Never said that. I've never said that. I don't know where she got that from. I always said I had a little
Yeah,
one.
I
So
got to erase that. I got to erase that. No, can't have
well,
that.
I've never said that, but I've never showed her nothing. So I don't know where she get all that from. I don't know where she get 12-inch from. I don't know where she get that from. Foot long. Who got that? I don't. I've never said that ever in my life. I don't know where she got that from. She talked to a bunch of dudes, probably.
Well, how's your family doing?
My family. Oh yeah, my kids okay. My kids okay.
Good, good. Next time you see him, tell us that Uncle JT said hi. Oh, you must got all driving and stuff. Mm. Ah. Well, let's stick to the topic. Talk about my Facebook um group. Yeah, I said stick to the topic. Yeah, I put the link. I keep on putting the link in the chat for my Facebook group. Go to it. Let's talk about it. What do y'all think about it? What things you like about it? I thought it was gonna be more people come on. Nah, yeah. All right. But I'm not gonna be here all night. I just came in here to thank y'all to make this possible for me to keep, to respect, my Facebook group. 5 years. I thought I ain't gonna never see like 2 years. But shout out to the. I'm not gonna say shout out. Feel sorry for the people living in the Mitchell projects. I don't know how. I've been talking. You might have to check your in. I'm right here. Yeah, I'm home. I'm here. But shut up. But shut up. Not shut up. Let's say our prayer for the people in Mitchell projects in the Bronx. Cause it's sad. So shout out to them. There's still government shutdown. See, like the Republicans, we know Republicans under all the other arms crushed 47 spell, you know. So, but it's sad. Like I said, I'll probably stay a few more minutes and I'm gonna cut it short, cut it out. Crazy. I'm still here. I'm still here. Hey. Good evening.
You hear me?
Yes.
Hi. Good evening.
All right. How you doing?
You come on. Wasn't you on earlier? You hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I was on
I
earlier.
said, wasn't you on earlier?
Yeah.
So what? You realized that you made 5 years and you came back on?
Yeah, just let me know. I'm like, oh, let me get yeah. Oh, sorry. Hello?
Yeah, I'm ready. I hear you clearly.
Yeah. So I figured let me do something. Thank the people
Well,
that, make it happen, with me for 5 years.
well, consistency is always key,
Huh?
and consistency is always key. So letting people know that, putting in time in, because I think sometimes people they don't consider the relationship building process. And then they'll see somebody channel and think, oh, I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna have this and all this kind of stuff because they got all these ideas and they don't realize that it's just the process, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they want to cheapen the process.
They just think that 'cause
Huh?
equipment,
You breaking up.
you're not on stream. Yeah, I'm coming in and something else. What is this? This is Restream?
No, this is all Streamlabs.
Stream, yeah. Okay, so do you hear me? Because I'm trying to talk in my hands free. Right.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So, because I'm outside, so.
So what you got of it,
But I don't hear you. Oh yeah. Okay.
yeah, what do you
Say that
got
again.
of I said, what do you got throughout the years on my Facebook page? I mean, Facebook group, I mean.
I follow you mainly on YouTube. I'm not really on Facebook. Like I know you are on Instagram, Facebook. You on all platforms basically, but I'm mainly on YouTube.
Really, you talk? Okay, got you. Okay.
That's where my daily I'll daily check my I daily check the YouTube. I don't check other stuff.
So, explain to us what's going to happen because I heard a little bit about that. YouTube wants you to terminate the live because you were talking about the mayor race.
I got a notification. I got a notice that said if I don't cut it off in 5 minutes, they was gonna delete my channel. And that's some bull.
Why? What?
They didn't give me no other notice. That's all they said. They had this thing come up and it said if you don't terminate this live in 5 minutes, we will delete your channel. That's some craziness. That's crazy.
What did you say that you would delete? I mean,
I really don't know what would be the trigger word. All I know is that I said that Mayor Adams did not endorse anyone. All he said was that um we don't want to have an extremist come in. That's it. Then
stream is like
that's what
who?
he said.
The stream is like
Hmm?
who?
The extremist is Zoran. Zoran is a socialist. He's a Democratic socialist, and for some
Gotcha.
reason, the Democratic Party has made him the the Democratic front runner because um Cuomo and Eric Adams was running on the independent parties.
Right.
They were not the Democratic pick. So that's why they was asking um Eric Adams to drop out because he maintained single digits under their surveys, right? So under the polls, for whoever they poll, right? They said he maintained single digits. But I didn't believe that because um he supports the Jewish community. Okay. So I'm like, how is that possible? And I don't like when mainstream media shows you biased stuff. Like they show you only him with blacks because he's black. But of course he doesn't just know blacks, because he won the mayoral. That's why he was the mayor. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
doesn't know just black people. It's just the bias of it all. It's just so ridiculous, and it never stops, never fails. And I'm like this: if you was asking him to drop out, why are you still talking about him? They asked him to leave, right? He left, and then they keep talking about him, like they shocked, you know, like they not happy.
Wow.
And I think it's ridiculous. And people saying, "Oh, he got the right price. Obviously, they paid him what he wanted, and all this kind of stuff." And I'm like, "What does it matter? Can we focus on the candidates that we have?" So on Monday, Harlem had a Harlem had a candidate meeting, right? And one of my friends said she felt like um Curtis Saliva did the best, right? And I said, not Curtis, not the Republican. And she was like, yeah, he seemed like he had actual plans because Zoran claims that if you vote him the mayor, he's going to make all transportation free. He's going to um freeze the rent, and he's going to make prostitution legal. I mean, it's just some crazy stuff, right? Now, when it comes to prostitution, he says he's going to make it legal because it will help with, um, the issue of sex trafficking. And I'm like, where is he getting this from? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The ideas um are radical, and
Yeah.
and the city council is not going to vote for his stuff. I just think it's outrageous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
It's just it's not to be believed, and I can't believe that we're wasting our time. I feel like it's some kind of deflection going on, and um, I want somebody to really do real reporting, put real news out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
let it be known these people's stances and what they're promising. Because what I like about Cuomo is that he believes in raising the age for juvenile offenses, right?
Right.
Because before they was letting kids go into the male prison system, and families and advocates fought for the age to be raised so 17 and under would go to a juvenile facility rather than an adult jail. But Saliva, he doesn't believe on it. He doesn't believe it. He thinks that we're soft on crime. Um, he thinks that we should keep Rikers Island open. He doesn't believe in um, community jails, all of this stuff. I feel that the community needs to really know what these people stand for so we can be really informed voters, because somebody might support something that you are dead no on, like Zoran. He feels that we need to defund the police. We need um, more social workers, and this has been an issue forever, right? So, what are you going to do? So, what are you going to cut so they can pay to hire more social workers? Because that's been an issue all the time. So, what are you going to do different? Where's that money coming from? Because
Well,
that's what
that
is the
been
issue of.
well, that been an issue for New York for years.
This is what decades. It's like I hate when people talk about stuff that it's like I want you to say what has um what has been the issue for it to not happen in the past, and what are you going to do different to make it happen now? Because I hate when you talk about um issues that we deal with all the time. We always deal with fairy vaders, right? They was getting mad when people was swiping other people with the Metro cards. You remember hearing about that, right, JT?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, so they put the gate guards there. Gate guards have no authority. They have no weapon. They're not police officers. They technically are just security guards that they have put in the trains to stand by the gate, right? When a person that comes that's very aggressive and they push that gate open or they jump in front of, they don't do nothing. So it's a pearl. It's supposed to be a deterrent, right? But there's certain stations it's not deterring them from nothing. They just going. So what are we gonna do? Are you telling me you're gonna get extremely aggressive with these people, women, children, and everything, and just you're gonna start dragging them to central bookings? Is this gonna be impactful? I don't like it. I don't
Right.
think it makes sense. And Curtis sounds like he wants to be hard on crime and he wants to be more aggressive. And I need somebody to explain a real plan of what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that it doesn't hurt to provide free transportation for the poor and needy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give them a card that gives them access so nobody will know the difference, but they don't gotta hop.
Right.
You'll have you have this card. They got a card like everybody else. They all have an Omni, but it's an Omni that pays for them so they can be free, you know?
Uh-huh.
But people that don't have a problem with the paying that amount, they will pay, but they don't have to see and feel like um they being taken advantage of. And this is the reality. The reality is in the past, we've had dudes jump in the turnstile that got a pocket full of money. They just don't feel like they're supposed to pay. So what are you gonna do? You gonna aggressively? You gonna put these people in jail? Like what's going on here? I would like to know because there's just some people they just don't feel like they're supposed to pay. It doesn't matter about what the money is. They got the money. They say, I'm not paying. So what you gonna do with them?
One SP came back.
Hello, one SP. He left again.
Yeah. Yeah, a plan, Have a legit plan how you gonna move New York.
And we can decide if we want to be bothered because first of all we in a democratic state. These people got to everybody on board. So it's just nonsense to make promises to the public that you're not going to be able to keep, because once it goes to city council, which the right now they said Adrian Adams is the one that can put things that you vote on the forefront, right? And they
Mhm.
said she been holding stuff and hasn't been putting it out there. So you can make a proposal all day. If they don't present it to the court to get voted on, it ain't going nowhere. I mean, I just wish people tell the truth and stop with the BS. You know,
Right. Right.
all these the same ideas over and over. Just like um when they would say, "Oh, we want NYCHA residents to be at the table," right? When we already got resident leadership, right? The resident leadership wouldn't, they would get co-opted, right? And they wouldn't tell the public or their residents in NYCHA the reports, you know?
Right.
So because they would get corrupt. But it's not that we don't have a system where the resident leadership is at the table. We just have corrupt leadership. What are you going to do about it? You know? Because you can complain and say that they're not telling us what's going on. They tell us after the fact. They're just presenting that they are letting us know, but it's not true. We don't have advance notice, blah, blah, blah. And all the complaints go with no, there's no accountability, right? So you can complain all day. They don't do anything. They don't even do it with their own staff. Their staff who can be found cheating, stealing thousands and thousands of tax dollars, and all they do is transfer them to another developer. They don't put them in jail. They don't get fired. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's nonsense, and that's why we continue to keep corrupt things going on. And because like NYCHA, they get the lowest bidder when it comes to contracts, right? And a lot of times the contractors that they hire didn't do the job with the last contract. So why are you rehiring them? Why have they not been banned? You know, and they don't get they let this slide all the time. And I just think it's I I want to hear an administration that's gonna actually address this stuff, and that you'll have um real real punishment, you know? Because you can find somebody and they just don't pay the fine, you know? Finding them is not enough. They need to do some jail time to really discourage the foolishness. Because we have had people that have come to the community, they got the little nonprofit um status, right? And then they get the money through either your constituent funding from the government. They misallocate the money. They don't do what they originally said they was gonna do, and they don't do anything to them. They might get an audit. They fail the audit, and they might lose their status as a 501c3 or whatever, they LLC or whatever. But when it really comes down to it, there's no what has happened. All they do is re redefine themselves, create another LLC, and they right back there. They right back in the community. No, and they have a record. You hear me, JT?
Yeah.
They have a record of corruption, and they still in the community. Just another name, the same people. I don't understand. And they just let that happen comfortably, especially in disenfranchised neighborhoods. And it's like, what in the hell is going on here? You know, we told you in city council, we did, we had the hearing, we made the damn 25 copies at that damn hearing, and you still hired these people again? Unbelievable. All day. That's the city of New York. So I need you to come with real changes. You ain't coming with no real changes. All of them in the same damn system playing around at their 33-year old. I need Zoran to tell me something for real. Zoran is 33 years old. He's an assemblyman, been in the city council, right? And he's talking about all this stuff that can be done, but he doesn't have the authority to do this stuff alone. All that person has to do is say no. They tried to do so many things and it will get stopped. You know, what's going to change? You got to tell the truth what you can do. You can say, I can fight toward this and that, you don't operate alone. You know what gets me mad, JT? Feel like I'm talking to myself. JT,
Yes.
you know what gets me mad?
What?
When they talk about Trump, they go, this
Hmm.
is not a dictatorship. We
Oh, you
don't
know
have
they
a
full of
king.
it.
There's
They
no
full.
there's no king. But they seem like they understand it when it comes to Trump. When he's talking about, I'm gonna close the borders, I'm gonna get these illegals out of here. But then when we have somebody in the Democratic Party make a statement they're gonna do something, like they got all power, right? All of a sudden they got all the power, and they don't call them a dictator. They don't say they're a king, right? And then the reality is they don't got the power, and it don't happen. And then
Right.
they go, oh, he said he was gonna do it, but nothing changed because he didn't have the power to do that. He didn't have the
Right.
power. It's so stupid to me. And it's like we still got the same people in the same position, and they're not really teaching us. It's like a perfect example, right? So the community in Harlem had a we had political action committee with National Action Network, and they had um a workshop explaining the branches of government after the loss of Kamala, whatever her name is, that one that was running for president, right? And so people were saying, well, why are you doing this after the fact? They're only doing it after the fact because they're trying to make an excuse for why they lost, because they were trying to say, the Democrats said, oh, Kamala's going to be the next president. She's going to be the next president, like hands down, right? So
Right.
after she lost, then they was trying to cover their behinds and explain what happened and why that didn't happen, when you have the time to be explaining this stuff right now. We
Right.
have the mayoral candidates have a meeting for the community explaining what their talking points are. Make sure the community understands. Make sure the community understands raise the age. Make sure the community understands uh a city of yes. Make sure the community understands. Because some of these phrases they use, there's no explanation with it. So the people are really just going by whoever they trust that they have voted in, and these
Right.
people are compromised already. So they say, well, whoever you say to go with, I'm gonna go with. They don't care. And these people got real stances. They're making real impact on our lives. So we should know. And the people that are supposed to be advocating on our behalves, especially with the Democrats, they just say, you know, just do what I say, and whoever I shake the hand of, that's who you vote for, and we're good. I shake his hand. I raise his arms up. He's the winner. No, no. Why? Why is he the winner? Why? Why should we vote for him? Maybe I don't agree with legalizing prostitution. Why does he want to legalize prostitution? Why does he want to do? What is his stance? Why does he want to why does this particular person want to um close Rikers, right? Like there's reasons, right? When it comes to closing Rikers Island, they say, well, where are we gonna put the people that's incarcerated? They have tried the community jails issue with under the Blasio. There were people in the neighborhoods going crazy saying, I don't want a local prison in my neighborhood. And they was going crazy, getting pushback. Oh, they never think about pushback? Why would you not think about pushback in certain neighborhoods when it's already been a thing? You know? Like there's certain areas you're not putting nothing in. So why is it that you gonna get elected and you gonna change that? How are you gonna get that in there? This area doesn't have these things here. Are you going to change that? Oh, everybody needs to have their fair share. That's what they say. Oh, everybody has to have their fair share. They have to have their shelters. They have to, and there'll be no shelters in that neighborhood. Make it make sense. You have a strong concentration of um, methadone clinics and what they call it now, harm reduction. So harm reduction is your facilities where they let them do clean needles sharing and all this nonsense, right? With drugs, right? They have it concentrated in low income black and brown communities. They don't have those shit, no fair damn share in them other communities. But they act like, well, as long as we created harm reduction, no. And then you moving all these people from different boroughs into one central area. So then we got all these, and then you know what JT,
I'm still here.
you know what I don't. Oh,
What?
one is you know what I don't like.
You
I don't
sound like a conservative, but you're wasting all your energy on liberals. And her name is not Kamala, it's Kamala. Like you say,
Kamala.
Pamela, it's Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala. Who cares? I didn't vote for her. I didn't like her campaign at all. I didn't
Well,
like her stances.
she came in when she only had 2 months to campaign. That's why you don't like it.
I was never no, we was never I was never gonna vote for her. She ran for president. I was never interested in her. And
Remember,
if
she
I
don't
had
salute
anything to do with it,
veterans.
she wouldn't have been
I
vice
don't really
president.
like her. She don't salute his service members, so I don't really like her. I don't like her.
Good.
I
I
can't
don't have
stand
no
her.
I don't have no
The
interest
moment
in
she
her.
was like, "Oh, you need to salute me," I was like, "Oh no." Well, I'm not a Democrat anyway, so I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I'm not a Democrat either.
But let me say this.
I'm not. I'm
Let,
not a Democrat anyway. I don't like them people.
but let me tell you
Um,
something
JT was
funny.
saying
you
something.
know, Asada. You know,
Tell us something funny, JT.
Asada was a conservative before she left. So
But you know something funny, which he lost with this one. I That's right. We watch collard greens in a tub.
Nonsense.
Come on.
It's
And
nonsense.
so and I think what it no, like I said, I don't think, but I feel what happened, bro. What she was running for president, she caused a rift between genders, and like
Yes.
she caused a rift, and I know some women do not like to say mention that even men. Let me explain something to you. This Democrat Party is no good. Y'all never y'all never really talk about black man's rights. All right, now you got um fat boy um oh Roland Martin. If you don't vote for her because
Oh
she's a
boy.
woman, it's like, come on, you need to be quiet. And I think that when to me, for me, you trying to shove it down my face, and you got, oh yeah, and this is so sad what's about. And then when you got men like 3 million vote for Kamala, right? You got women that have, well, we at least we got more than you. What's that about? And they cause a rift when I say that. People say you hate, and I say, but why? You know, why does that be there? You know, Of course, you're gonna have more than men because they always support the black woman anyway. I mean, let's be honest here. And also, a form of action, you know, they move the black woman out the way and make sure that that you know that they get it just was a mess. It was really, really a mess, you know. You didn't really care. Look how she talked about her father. And you think it's cool. And so this is what I'm saying for this and everything. When Trump was running, like, you know, and all the Proud Boys and Proud Girls violated, you know, Washington, D.C., that to me, that was
January 6th.
Yeah, January 6th, 2020.
Yeah.
So people, so this is what I'm saying. This how America is. This how she is. And that's what I'm saying. That then when she didn't get the nominee, she didn't win. You gonna say, "Oh, is this your fault?" How is our fault as men? Do you hear? I said, see, like you were saying, like Sister 12. Your thing is like you gotta think of what policy she running by.
Yes, we have to hear. And
But
then the other
see.
thing,
Okay, good.
the other thing is what we had talked about before about how masculinity is for sale. See, that's the deep statement right there, and I'm not letting that go because it's so clear, you know. Because no matter what, the man is going to be the man, and they know overall who's in charge. But they wanna play that game. You give them the right play, you give them the right price, and they're going to play the game. And then the woman gets the position, and then she doesn't stay. She doesn't complete the term. You know, she not. It's just. She just was the first. She didn't even stay. She don't even stay the whole term. Ain't nobody listening to her. It's outrageous.
She played quarterback pretty good for 2 months. You know, I mean, but they shouldn't have locked in the vote like that. They shouldn't have locked
No,
in the
Kevin.
vote. He ain't even Biden
No.
didn't even let nobody vote. Like what's going on? You see that's why I can't be no Democrat. You lock in the vote, you don't get nobody a chance to vote for nobody.
But you know, but let's be honest here.
I can't be no
Okay?
Democrat either.
I mean, let's be honest here. Either party has never respect the people of African descent in this country. Anyway, we gotta be honest here.
Yes,
Why
we can be honest. Yes,
why are you a Democrat?
Who?
You.
I'm not a Democrat at all.
Oh.
Democrat? You should know better than that. You know him for a long time, a Democrat.
I know you had a bunch of Trump fans in here, like when Trump was, during the campaign trail. You had a bunch of Trump fans.
Yeah, because they voiced their opinion. That's about. I didn't take no sides. No, I didn't. Because
I was like,
both parties had never represented our people.
500 Trump fans in here. I was like, what is this?
Listen, when you have both parties is on white supremacist policies, that should tell you something. That's how America is. Only different they got different colors. That's it. Like MAGA.
they're the same coin.
MAGA,
They're the same
MAGA.
coin. Just different
It's not
size.
just red, it's blue too.
Yeah, it's the same coin. They just want to play. You know what I consider it? They good cop, bad cop. They all on the police force. It's just that
Man,
they
all bad.
interrogating us. They good cop, bad cop game. When it really comes down to it, it's about who got the money.
I've never heard of a good Democrat, so I don't know where you get that from.
But brother, this is what I'm saying. If you gonna say ain't no good Democrat, ain't no good Republican either. They both no good. They not. People talk about conservative all they want to. All right, they're all you want to. But this is what I'm saying. We got back-to-back hangings in Mississippi. We talked about over here. Look at the mainstream media. They don't care.
They don't because
You got
it
school
doesn't feed the
shooting.
machine. Yes, we got school shooting. Yes.
You got school shootings more than ever.
Yes.
He didn't want to talk about it. So this is what I'm saying. I've been to 2000. Listen, let me break it down. I've been telling you Trump E before 2012. 2012, 2004, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I've been telling you about this fool. And you still voted for him. So I ain't got no sympathy for y'all. You gotta understand a person's history. I've been telling your fools that, but y'all don't want to listen to me. Donald Trump was a registered Democrat in the 70s and the 80s, but he was still racist. His father was part of KKK. The Democrats was formed back in late 1920s. The DC Democrats was formed in the South. They spread out throughout the years throughout the United States, but it formed in the South. What do you think President Biden who was his mentor? Storm what his name? He was a long time senator prior to Democrat for over 60 years.
Right.
All right. And so President Biden, that's his mentor. Do y'all get it?
Yes.
He was
I
not
get it.
for black people. Come on.
But you know how I get it. I get it once you can't make a black agenda. Like once you can't, under Obama we lost affirmative action. You know, it was under Bill Clinton, the Rockefeller laws. You know what I'm saying? Like once you see that they don't have a black agenda and it's not getting better for us, you know that there's a problem. You know there's a problem.
Yeah. When you
We
got
lose
President
stuff.
when you got President Obama a few months ago, got to know to say a young heterosexual young man could learn from a man that is
In the alphabet community.
right. Thank you.
Yes, yes,
That's a
the
problem.
transformer.
That's a
But
problem.
we could go further back. When they celebrated Juneteenth with Biden, they had a alphabet community person kissing him on the side of the cheek wearing a red dress. What was that about? That don't got nothing to do with Juneteenth.
Hey man, all I know is that Tashara is in that community, all right? And I can't really say nothing right now. I'm trying to be on good
Oh
terms with
God.
her, so I can't say nothing right now.
It's
And I'm
not. It's
saying
not. We're not saying nothing negative. I'm saying Juneteenth
these
was
are
about the fact
facts.
that they let the slaves go last. They didn't know. They wasn't trying to let them go in Texas, right? So they had to send they had to send the military to go down there and let them know you got to free these slaves. It's not slavery no more, boo boo. And so what does that got to do with a black man named Billy Porter to wear a red sequins dress on the day we celebrate in Juneteenth? What does it got to do with anything? I just want to know. How do you
Oh,
put that imagery together with Juneteenth? Makes no sense.
Do you want me to answer
well,
that?
well, I remember
Yes,
JT was
JT, I want you to
talking
answer.
about. I remember JT was talking about how all of these slave owners was on the down low. So maybe Biden.
Listen. I'm just saying they was put. They was plucking. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. These people. Let me say this shit. I gotta get this out. These people are savage. They used to kill us, chop us up, eat us. You hear what I'm saying? They take the babies down in the river, feeding them to alligators. These are wicked people. These are wicked people. it's rare that someone has the people go nonchalant like, oh, this and that. These are wicked people. Come on, I'm watching on Instagram maybe like a few months ago. It was looking like they killed someone. It looked like this person was in bones. It looked like human bones, but they was eating. Wait, these are wicked people. And I don't want nobody tell me it doesn't happen that way, because it does.
But you know what? I don't think the majority really is educated on it. You know what I'm saying? Like because we be having fights between, a lot of people of color. We still having fights over the diaspora, right? The African diaspora. So they be like, "Oh, well, I don't got nothing to do with Marcus Garvey and his Pan Africanism. I don't have nothing to do with um, you know, anything with Caribbeans when it is known that we was taken and thrown on different ports. So why do we fight? It goes back to what they said. Reverend Sharpton likes to say that slaves that was in the house like to fight over how they better because they were the cook opposed to the person out in the field and all that stuff. He said, but you're all slaves. So why are we fighting? We all supposed to understand that the goal is to have freedom, but everybody doesn't feel enslaved. And that's the issue. Everybody don't feel in bondage. Everybody doesn't connect and feel like they are they on the plantation. And that's what our real fight is. They don't feel like they on the plantation.
You're absolutely right. You're right, 100%. I know one thing. If they would have put my fair standard self inside my house, I would have ran outside and be with the dark girls. I mean, like, what?
So stupid, yo.
You
You
know,
pay it too.
my baby mama's dog. I'm real happy about that. What? I tell you, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I would have went out there. I've been like, Master, I gotta go out there, man. It's
You
too
would
many.
be like, Master? Okay.
Master, I gotta go outside. It's too many pretty girls out there. Come on, Master.
JT,
Let me make you like five
just
of them.
pay
Let
it
me
so.
make you five of them. Come on, let me make you some more. Let me make you some more slaves. Let me make you five of them, Master.
Oh no! Come on.
So
I
wait,
would
you
have.
saying you the Mandingo?
I would have made more. I
That
would have
sounds like
made
you
more
being a
slaves than that.
Mandingo.
I would have been out here with the more
Man.
slaves.
No.
Yeah, man.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Who don't believe it? Boy, I love women. I
Oh
don't know what it
God.
is about dark women, boy. I love dark women. I'm sorry. You got one too, JT. I don't know how you could be mad. You got one too.
What
Yeah,
you got?
who?
You
JT, what
got
you
dark
got?
women too. You
Who?
got dark women too. I don't know what you mad about. JT.
Who?
I know you like dark women. I don't know why you like, oh no, I wouldn't be out there with no dog boy. Yes, you would. I'll tell you right now.
Oh no! You ain't gonna put me into this one. No. You yeah, you think you slick?
I would pass up on the side.
There ain't no master now. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get.
Oh, you trying to run away? You
I'm trying to
trying to
get
run
master
away?
done. I don't want to be around.
JT say he'll wake up in the service and be like, "Hey, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I can't
Huh?
do it." If he would woke up in service, he'd be like, "I'm leaving." He'll be a Frederick Douglass. He would have been gone.
I'm trying to take many I can out. Oh, well, I better be careful. You too sensitive now.
Frederick Douglass escaped. So he was trying to escape. You read the narrative. He tried to escape his whole life. You read it. He tried to escape his whole life. Got caught twice and did
No,
this again.
right, but do you understand the two parties? They in plantation themselves.
Yeah, Frederick Douglass got caught twice and still kept going. And look at him. In the end, he wound up divorcing the black woman and wound up marrying a white one. So I don't know why he
Yeah.
did that. That's too much. That's too much. After he
No,
got see
no.
him, he divorced the black woman. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
God. What are you going with this? Where are you
I
going
don't
with
know.
this?
I'm talking about Frederick Douglass. Why they
But
divorce
where are
the
you
black
going with
woman?
it?
Why they
I said
why
he
they
don't. I
why
said he don't feel like
they
he on a plantation.
why did he diverse though? Divest. Right? That's what they call it, divest. Why did Frederick
Yeah, they
Douglass divest?
divested because you know
Yeah.
why? Because they say that they the kryptonite.
Well,
You
you
know
know
they say
what?
that
Well,
they the kryptonite.
there's a whole lot of them in this space for years.
That's true.
I don't got no problem with him divesting. He married a black woman and he knew he liked white women.
Where are
He
we?
just like he still was cheating on her, left and right, left and right. Martin Luther King cheated on
Oh,
her.
come on, man. Come on. Hey.
Oh, JT, why you at the bottom? Man, so you at the bottom.
Did you
I'm
see
not.
we was off? We was off panel for a minute. We was off the panel for a minute.
Oh, he took us off. Oh,
No, I ain't take out that on stream. No, but I'll say this though. What happened to you 12 hours, like a few hours ago, that was wrong. Yeah, I mean, you just told the truth about what's going on, right?
yeah.
I don't think that they care. They don't really care to get the real messaging out. If it's not going with the narrative that they want, they will try to make you the bad guy. They'll say, "Oh, she's so poorly informed. She's ill informed. She doesn't understand." And it's like, well, show me the evidence that disproves what I stated. Just do that because they won't do that. They're not gonna do it because they just want you to do whatever they want you to do. And it's like that's why they keep failing. I feel like they were supposed to learn that when it came to them losing out to Hillary. They lost and they were supposed to regroup and say, what do y'all want? We wanna find out where did we go wrong? How can we improve? The Democrats never say that. You notice that? They don't never say, okay,
No,
so um you said no, right?
no, I say you're right because they never have a game plan. You know what they said? Oh yeah, we got to get together in 2026. Y'all so stupid. After you
Mm-hmm.
lost the race, y'all
Oh, don't
supposed
go all the
y'all
way around.
y'all supposed to form office all
Okay.
around this country, push the
This is
message.
the last
So
stop.
when you hit 2026, you come on, what is you doing?
Right. And if you really respected us, if you respect the people, right? Once it went because they had Hillary shirts, they was all ready for her to be the winner. She was gonna be the first female president of the United States. When
You know
it
that
didn't
was.
happen, because people was yelling at us. People was yelling at us, telling us to vote for Hillary. I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me, don't talk to me. You just vote for Hillary. It was outrageous. They're being very disrespectful. And when people came out and said, I'm not your child, you don't tell me what to do, then it was a problem, you know? We're not their child. You treat us like we're babies, like we don't have the capacity to make decisions for ourselves. Where do you get that from? You know?
And
And they
all and
say you're
also
gonna do it.
and
Hmm.
also too, we gotta. I'm hopping on this. I'm gotta keep on saying this. While Trump got into office in 2022, right? Is 50 over 50% of white women voted in.
You are absolutely right.
These are facts. These are facts, people. So to
They're
some of these
facts.
women, y'all want to go high and talking about, oh, but you want to come to black women because y'all see this is when we just see these are the same ones talking about totally black women. I don't. You should not be with no black women because they bossy. But look what happened to them. They don't like how they husband treat them. But you know why? Because they stay on code. To keep this white supremacy going. Why I told people, why do you think a long time ago that I said white women are the co-conspirators of white supremacy? It never changed. But when I say something, I'm against women. I'm not against women. We gotta speak of what it is. 53% of white women have voted for Trump in. And the rest will rule America. These are facts. Now y'all the same one crying right now. Oh, what happened? Y'all vote him in. Y'all did. Just say that y'all did not care for Kamala Harris. You did not care for President Biden. You didn't care because the message they were saying wasn't resonate. And
Biden
they
dropped out the
dropped the
race.
ball. They dropped the ball. And what happened where it is, good old America, she is. America, when she is, she always go backwards for about all about white supremacy because they stay on code.
Something that too many black people don't know how to do. Too many of us.
You're
Because
We
they
don't
got
want
the
to
absolutely
stay on code
divestors, they
because
got
we
the
want to be
yeah, they don't
because
want
we
to.
want to be we want to be we want to be I'm control because we want to be what's that word? We want to be accepted. I don't no forget all
Yes.
that. I'm not accepting no wickedness. Did I know that y'all kill our people, cook our people, eat our people, bulldoze our people, and all that? And then we got to stop saying just white people. There are other races is practicing white supremacy too throughout the decades too.
That's right.
They
they
down with it too.
they coming across the water practicing white supremacy, and they blacker than us.
White supremacy
Right.
is global. It's not just the United
Yes.
States.
Right. It's global.
It's global, and it's not. And I'm
But I
telling
wanted to
you,
say this.
God,
I wanted to say this. When it comes to you standing up for your liberation of your black people, then you get on the most wanted list like a shotter. Nobody want to do that either.
yeah.
They make falsified charges saying you killing somebody and not true. All of a sudden you get wrongful charges just because you standing up for your people. That's outrageous. Just because you making sure they eat, making sure that they can read. So a lot of people say I ain't got no time for that, and they will go along with Massa and his plans because they feel niggas, they house niggas. You know,
Massa? Masses,
they
I
right
eat
there.
your
He
massa.
gonna
JT
bed
I
with
ain't
you.
eat
gonna
your wicked massa. I eat your
What
wicked
he said?
thoughts. Massa.
do that. JT ain't with all that. JT ain't with all that. He the only real person that's standing up for us right now.
Appreciate this. Thank you. I
He
appreciate
don't
that.
care what come his way. He gonna still stand up for us.
I knew
That's the
this
only.
guy. He had a book store, right? He had a bookstore music place and sold black books and music, right? And he said that he was in Philadelphia. He said the FBI raided his place. He said they just ransacked it. He said out of nowhere. And he said he couldn't do nothing about it.
That's
That's
yeah,
bull.
that's their
That's
job.
America.
When they got orders, they just do that. They don't gotta tell you when they coming. They just come. But yeah, if they get
He,
orders,
he said they
like
just destroyed this stuff. They didn't care. That's horrible.
at least he still had his life.
Yes, he's got his life, but he feel, he feels violated
Yeah,
and you don't feel like a man.
well,
He
look,
should have had insurance. Why he ain't get insurance on that?
living because he would have been dead. Other than that,
If he had insurance, he could have sued them and get paid. No, never mind. You know what? Let me shut up. Let me shut up. Let him run. Let him run like Shade Tree is how he want to run it. If he want to run a Shade Tree business, then don't do that. I really don't care.
let
Because
me say,
if he really had insurance, he could have got him a lawyer and got paid for everything. And
but
he would be out real for that.
but you know what? Let me say this. Let me say it to our people, right? Before we continue, let me say it to our people. I know you love your shiny houses. I know you love your cars. You love your career stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're not willing to lay down for our peoples, if you do not teach your family that the white supremacy is real, to lay down for your peoples, if you're not willing to help the others that really need it, you no good to us. You stay your behind in that corner and keep on collecting them checks. Keep on, but they butter you up, and sexually keep on making you feel all that. Because when you come on the righteous side, we don't want listen. We don't want to have no parts of you. Y'all keep on being these union meetings. Keep on being these boardrooms. Keep on making. Oh yeah, I'm making decisions. No one is not reflecting, trickle down to our community. You go right ahead and see how far that's going to get from you. But I'm just letting you know on my end, don't come over here. And then let me say this, your family is not going to be protected either. They not. You better understand that. But they not gonna try to hear from me. They not. But you better understand that.
First they gotta hear it. Sometimes they never have heard it. So being out there saying it, it means that okay, I came to underrated and underrated said this. You know what I'm saying? We can't stop saying the truth because everybody's not hearing it. And everybody's not hearing it. Everybody is not hearing it. Okay? They just not. And so when they come over here and they hear about things, it might be a new concept to them. They'll be like, wow, I never heard that because we have areas. Okay, like so when I was working at in East Harlem and Brownsville, the reading level was no greater than a fifth grade reading level for adults. Now, what the hell is going on here? I'm talking about today's society. They said in the professional setting that in order to capture the attention of the adults in the area, you have to use graphics. We got to put more graphics in words because wordy flyers are not going to draw them in. And you got to put almost like cartoon characters on the flyers. Like we dealing with infants, so children, and we're talking about catering to adults. It's a shame, you know. And that's the areas that they say are the pipeline to prison areas. They're not educating these people. They're making sure they don't have no education. Their libraries is full of paperback romance novels. I mean, it's outrageous. But who's fighting for it? Who's
Yeah.
making sure they doing reading? Who's making sure they getting that reading program? We
Mm.
got all these colleges. When I was working out there, I was trying to make a connection with the sororities and the fraternities, and they shut me down. They shut me down. I said they willing to do this for free. There's no expense. There's no out of pocket expense. They said, "Oh, um, that's not our role. Our role is not to connect them to outside community resources. We're here to connect them to resources that's within their communities. You don't have to bring people from outside." Can you believe that? The community doesn't have the resources. So that's why you have to outsource. It's nothing wrong with doing that. White people do it all the time. What's the problem? Their immediate area doesn't have it. They don't even have the they don't even have a population that has the skill set. So we have to expand
Yeah.
the radius. And they're like, no, 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 that's unnecessary. That's
Yeah.
unnecessary. It's child they trying to keep them children. If we're not having workshops educating people on keeping them um with today's society, what's happening? What's new happening? So the Omni is happening. They changing all of the machines. So that should be something that they make announcement at the community meeting. So the people that came, okay, everybody's not coming, but at least the people that attend your meeting, first of all, we all know if you have actual information and resources at the meeting, people will come. It's the meetings where they just keep talking about, they just using buzzwords. They keep talking about the same stuff, but um there's no solution to it. The people are not gonna come because, well, how do I address it? Okay, we have it in New York. They turning over the Omni, the MetroCard machines to Omni. Make sure people know how to use the machines and upload their money on these machines or know what they use. Know that they can use their Apple Pay uh, watch and their bank card. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that people are aware of this because the change is going to be in effect December 31st, the end of the year, right? We got 3 more months. This is the last quarter. We coming into January. There's gonna be no more. We shouldn't have an outcry in the community of people not being aware of this when we've had so much notice. We had like 4 years. We had the whole time Mayor Adams was on, they was phasing out the MetroCard machine. It's 4 years. But see, oftentimes when it comes to low income communities, because they're disenfranchised and they're locked away from public information because they're not reading, right? They're not reading newspapers, and the newspapers that they may have access to are using vocabulary words that they don't understand because they're on a fifth grade or lower reading level, right? So they don't understand the terms. That's why we're supposed to be able to break it down. And I don't respect educators that don't know how to break down stuff or don't even desire to. That's how me and them get into arguments. See, I get into arguments with these so-called educators that can't break it down to the community. There's no way, there's no reason an educated person cannot break down the information for the population they are working with to consume it. They should be able to break it down for them. Let them know what's going on. But oftentimes they don't want to because they do not care. They don't care. So then that's why we have that friction in the fight because they're like, oh, one of the things I can't stand is like what I've encountered is a lot of the people that don't want to be bothered with the population that are adults but they're very immature. They say they're not used to it, so we're not going to bother. So if they're used to you know, so you know what I'm saying, JT and one P. They say they're not used to it, so they don't expose them. It's our job, if we've been exposed to it, for us to expose them. Yes, it may be new to them, but as long as they
Mm-hmm.
keep being with us, they're gonna be used to it. Because when I started with public housing, right? My
Right.
TA president said she don't want me at the same meeting she at. So they said, okay, you don't want to at the same meetings. So I went from, she broke me out. See, I would have been in night. I would have been with public housing if my TA president didn't say no, right?
But
So I went from the NYCHA community to the general community. When I went to the general community, then um I got put into the community board. The NYCHA community does not even talk about the community board meetings. You understand? So you would not even get exposed to it if you didn't get put in the general community, right? At the
mm-hmm.
community board meetings, you get invited to meetings that are in hotels where they're serving champagne and wine. Instead of I would have been stuck in NYCHA. They trying to give me cartons of milk that they got from the public school that they was gonna have to discard. So if you used to just cartons of milk at a meeting that people are fighting over because sometimes they got the chocolate milk and the strawberry milk and everybody fighting over that damn stuff, you're not gonna be comfortable in an environment where they're having wine because you're not used to wine. They don't have that at your meetings. So I'm always happy to inform and invite and expose people to better things because no matter what you're gonna be, most of the meetings that you have with them people that's moving and shaking are at a bar and there's no food. They just want to talk and drink. And they about business. They not playing no games, not fighting over no damn carton milk. They are here to talk, drink, and do business. That's it. That's it. And we need to educate our people on that. I was in a community based organization where we had an argument because they wasn't trying to tell these public housing residents to dress professionally or at least be uniformed at these meetings we was going to. And I said, I don't think it's good for us to stand out. If you let people wear t-shirts and sweatpants, they're gonna stand out and they can get they could see them coming and then do that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So instead of let that happen, let them know to dress at least business casual to the meeting so they're blend in. But they was like, oh, it's not necessary. We don't have to do that. When you go to most meetings that I've been to, you can't even wear a t-shirt. You cannot wear a t-shirt with the name of your agency. They will not allow you to come in because they don't want that kind of signage. You have to dress business casual. Why you can't tell why we can't tell that to people? What is the problem with telling them? And then we have the people they out of place. They look they you see them coming. They look out of place. They look poor, and then they put them in the back. They don't even let them come up to the front. So now you're not mingling. You're not gonna be able to move comfortably throughout the room. You want these people to be able to move, get to the front of the room. Let's go, let's go. But they're not gonna be able to move if they're wearing. Obviously, they're not. They don't look like they belong there. They're like, oh, it's not a necessary thing. It's not necessary. It's gonna be all right. I had to cut ties with them. I said, y'all crazy. This is not how it works.
That's crazy. Yeah. I just think. Well, I feel what it is that I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't like that. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I say this that when you deal with wicked people, you got to break policy, and you have to be down for it, and you're gonna have to suffer losses. A lot of us as a people, We don't want to suffer losses. Like you got Roland Martin. Roland Martin went with the Democratic Party. I mean, he know his stuff. There's no doubt about it. I give him that. But Roland, I mean, you talk white supremacy. Are you ready to dismantle it? And he always say, "Yeah, I get to history and stuff." But I asked, I said, why? I said, so why you still say Hillary Clinton that caused super predators? Why you still want to be around people? You gotta no. You can't work with these people. These people already let you know how they feel about you. This is how I feel about us. But you want to scold a black man because the black man do not fall in line with what you saying?
We know it's all about money. He up there chucking and jiving, dancing for Hillary Clinton, and people called him out on it.
He didn't like that.
He was on mainstream TV and got ripped off because he went chuck and jive. And when the people got something to say to him, then he's like, oh, he always want to act like he want to keep it real. He want to do this, but we saw him dancing and playing around with Hillary.
Right, and at the same time, you down with the sorority, and these sororities don't support our people anyway. They support the elite, black elite, but they also want the rest of us, and that is also the problem too. That we don't want to talk about either. Goes for women too.
That's true.
But even I did a live, as a few years ago, talking about there people around the world killed us. They kill us and strip our skin to make shoes and other stuff. And they are name brands who behind it. But you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about.
You know what you're talking about, but they'll try to deny it, or because I remember I had a community event where I had all these vendors come out and none of the parents came, and that's because the parent representation was compromised. So if you leave it on them to do the outreach, or they gotta be told to spot somebody and say, don't send out don't send out no alerts, don't let your families know. And then it's just on you. Because if I don't have the mailing list, because they hate to do that. If I don't have the mailing list, I have an inability to do the outreach, right? So now I rely on the person that's supposed to be the representative for the body. And if the representative says no, it's not going to happen. And that's just the bottom line. Then we're trying to make somebody do more work. So I got a door knock and everything when you supposed to be at the table, you supposed to be representing everybody. But if they say no, or what about some money for me, or what I get out of it, that's all they gotta do. And then boom, nothing happens.
Just as I'm gonna say a few things and I'm close this out. Just as you look at the midterms is around the corner. You really think Democrats go to back to back with deal with the Republicans? No. Both parties ain't say nothing about the hangings in Mississippi. None. Throw a number and a hat in there, and then you don't know what number you're gonna pick. Forward Action was formed years ago. Here's who got the benefits: the white one. And a white woman still get the benefits of it. It goes back again. I show you who voted for Trump.
I'm on the train, so I'll be seeing you from the comments.
No,
I'll see you in the comment section.
Make it last remarks because I get ready to close it out. You make it last remarks. So, brother 1SP, if you still there, make your last remarks because I'm gonna close it out. Well, I want to thank y'all very much for helping me celebrate 5 years of my Facebook group, The Underrated Darkness. I really appreciate the conversation. It needs to be talked about. And all I could just say, try to stay away from the wicked, because they're trying to lay you astray. Just keep on fighting. Good morning. On behalf of my channel, Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secret on social media. Better believe that. I'm the business. Good morning. See ya later. This one is Ghettos and PCU1SP. This one is Ghosts. Thank y'all. Another 5 years coming. Celebrates another 5 more years. Facebook page. Facebook group, Underrated Darkness. This one is Ghosts. Out. Peace.